Okay, I want to talk about evidence and law and the accurate storylines of evidence and criminality. And basically, I want to say define ulterior. Define ulterior. Define. Okay. Let's see here. I have to manually type it. My phone's being really slow. I can't handle this. Define ulterior. Oh, I didn't even know how to spell ulterior. Ulterior. Okay. Hopefully this definition is good. Existing beyond what is obvious or admitted, intentionally hidden, beyond what is immediate, present, coming in the future. Yeah, I like that. Ulterior. Okay, if you use that definition for the word ulterior, and there may be a little bit of another ulterior to the definition ulterior. So, is it possible that if you're accused of a crime, that say what if you're accused of an illness? Is there an ulterior, something existing beyond what is obvious or admitted, or something intentionally hidden? Doctors are actually intentionally hiding things from patients, and that's because they don't explain illness and disease and medicine and biochemistry, and they lead you to believe you have a disease that you may have several other kinds of diseases that cause you to appear to have a certain disease. So it's existing beyond that. It's ulterior. And then there's beyond what is immediate or present, coming in the future. So yes, there's ulterior motives for different reasons that people do things. And there's ulterior people. They're hiding things, intentionally hidden about who they are. You don't know that they might be working against you, but in plain sight, they appear to be the best people in the world. See, it's exactly this word, I guess. This, along with ulterior evidence. It appears that some people may unintentionally, accidentally hide something in the causes of court. They will obviously even have court cases against you without you ever being present to speak against what they're doing. There's a lot of ulterior slash even criminal activity that occurs in the proceedings of courts and attorneyism and law. And I don't think the whole doctrine of science, medicine, and law and engineering is actually a complete science. So you have to beware, and you have to challenge whether there is something hidden, an ulterior. You have to know if there's false evidence. You have to know if you're being set up. You have to know if something has been fabricated. You need to know this. So this video would probably be called false or hidden law. False or hidden law. That's what I'll call it. So it's pretty interesting to know that this day and age, it's so crazy in the world. Even if you appear to be guilty, you might not be, but they might think that you're extremely guilty. And there's all kinds of things, that go on with that. So you might want to really be a sound character, and learn how evidence works in every way. Evidence can be very misleading. Is there such thing as the perfect crime? Or is there such thing as the perfect wrong evidence? Is there missing information? Is there a higher shelf of life that we're missing? There's a lot to things. Like, for instance, you might have a stomach illness because your toe hurts. Most people are going to say, why would my stomach hurt because of my toe? Well, that's strange. But it may have something to do with an infection in your toe or gout. Or, why does my head ache? Because of my teeth. Well, it pertains to your nervous system and just weird, strange things that are out of place. You got to look for anything out in the wrong, out of place things that don't make sense. And when people don't admit things and don't act in a truly giving way, they seem to be hiding something. That's ulterior. And I've noticed that with a lot of people in my life. I don't necessarily need to know everybody's private business, but in some cases there has to be things that aren't private for people who have to know. You don't want to work in any business leading your customers to be ignorant. It would be against the law to omit the ingredients of a medication or food or whatever, because if someone gets hurt, it could have been prevented by just knowing what was there. And that's not happening. People are covering things up. And behind the scenes, they might even be actually trying to commit a crime. It goes on all too often. And we can't be living this way. I pray to God. I will also pray to God. And I'm not religious, but God, I hope if you are here, that you protect the innocent and you serve justice appropriately to everyone on this earth. And thank you for all the good that you've given us. And that's kind of how I see it. I'm not that bad of a person. I may have done some wrong things, but they weren't too bad. However, I could have easily ended up in prison for the rest of my life because people tried to sabotage me, force me over the edge, and turn me into a bad guy. And I was saved from that. So there's a lot of people that I wish could also have that savior moment in their life. And this hardcore law system in the military and all the things that go on, and it's unrighteous to me. And I believe we're supposed to be a lawful people But we're not supposed to be so lawful that we want to run around killing everyone. I've had thoughts of homicide and suicide. I tried to actually commit suicide several times. But now I'm just a low-key dude who doesn't want to put up with anybody's bullcrap. And that's basically what I'm going to call it. There's a lot of bullcrap in the world. I just want to be happy. How many people out there could raise their hand any given minute and say, I just want to be happy? And, you know, that comes with respecting other people's boundaries. And this is the lessons that I've learned. So, we'll label this video, not sure exactly what we're going to call it. But thanks for listening.